Alright, what is going on, everyone? This is Bope here for our Week 4 match of the BBR-D League. We are just about halfway through now after this battle. Doesn't really feel like it. Feels like we just started yesterday, but yeah, we're going to be nearly halfway through the season after this one. We are taking on Soul Blaze and their Oslo City Dragon Dancers. Make sure you're checking out them and the rest of the coaches in the BBR-D League down in the description down below, as well as our analyst Grum, who is not only doing extra videos to analyze each of our weeks, but doing streams as well. So make sure you're checking him out as well. Yeah, if you didn't check out our previous match, it was a bit of a doozy. We did take a loss to Dashing Sceptile over a 10% paralysis on our Chiyu, which was pretty much set up to win, but you know what? We kind of just have to roll with it. That's been a bit of our luck this season. We've had some bad luck, but we've also had just some bad play. So I want to really get both of those out of the way and just have a good, clean match with Soul Blaze this week. We're going to go into their team real quick and what they are rocking with. They have Tera Raging Bolt, Landorus Eye, Rillaboom, Gengar, Klefki, Low Kicks, Colossal, Fortress, Chinchino, Inteleon, and Metacham, who's been putting in the finest for them over these first few weeks. Tera Raging Bolt, obviously a big problem. The biggest thing that I saw it run was either something with Calm Mind, or it could just be a 4-attacks AV set that is a check to Chiyu. Most likely Tera Water. I really couldn't see it running a Tera that isn't resistant to fire this matchup, since Chiyu is just a really big menace into their team. Their only resists really are Raging Bolt and Inteleon, which politely isn't a real resist, and Colossal. Colossal is actually a big problem for us this matchup with Flash Fire. We already saw one opponent not bring Flash Fire against us. Didn't end up working out for them, but I do think Soul Blaze will probably bring Colossal into us. So otherwise, Lando Eye is a bit of a problem as well. One additional thing I want to mention here before the battle starts is we did make a transaction going into this week. A pretty big one. We traded with Tony for Sylveon. So we traded away Azumarill for Sylveon, and then we had additional points left over, so we ended up grabbing Chimecho as well. Chimecho, this was mainly for Sylveon and just adding some more special defense to this team. Losing the third water type was a really big issue to us, and adding some Spidef to this team was honestly something really big. As you see, we don't even bring Sylveon into the Raging Bolt matchup, so kind of a weird move by me, but that's kind of the mind games that I'm playing with this one. But it does remove another weakness to Raging Bolt in this matchup. I also just looked ahead and thought Sylveon looked pretty good into our last 4 weeks, so that's just what we're rocking with for now. If we make any other moves, I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but that is what we're rocking with for now. But yeah, let's get into the 6 that we're bringing against Soul Blaze. This will be a quick just run through of the 6. We can start off with Glamora. Glamora is Earth Power, Power Gem, Mortal Spin, and Toxic this week with Air Balloon. Air Balloon just allows us to have a guaranteed switch into the Lando, and maybe a temporary wall if it doesn't run Psychic or U-Turn. I'm really thinking for Lando, it can be 4-attacks Life Orb. It can be U-Turn with Scarf this week. With it's got good coverage with Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Psychic, Grass Knot, so it has to leave one of those moves on the bench. Focus Blast as well to hit something like Skarmory. That's the best way to hit it, unless it's running like a Smackdown set, which would be kind of what I was thinking with Ursaluna last week against Dashing. But yeah, getting Toxic off is really nice pretty much across the whole team, namely those Steel types and the Raging Bolt. Mortal Spin just to get hazards off of my side, and then Earth Power and Power Gem is pretty free into their team. Looking at Skarmory, we've got Brave Bird, Body Press, Roost, and Whirlwind. Skarm is pretty much our initial switch into the Low Kicks and the Rillaboom, his 2 main physical threats. Brave Bird and Body Press are pretty spammable, and they get pretty good damage on the Raging Bolt and the Landorus, who might want to switch in and try and take advantage of Skarm. And then Whirlwind is just to prevent Raging Bolt from setting up in our face, and the Rocky Helmet is just to rack up additional damage on the 2 physical hitters that I mentioned earlier. Chiyu, once again, we're bringing Terra Fire. It looks really good into this matchup. We got triple fire move plus Ruination with a Choice Scarf. Base 100 speed plus Choice Scarf, unless he's got a Scarf Lando or a Scarf Gengar, or maybe even Scarf Inteleon, but mainly those first two. This thing's looking great. Just to click Flamethrower and Fire Blast. Flame Charge is on there just in case I get knocked off and I still want to get that boost. And it's still necessary to KO something like Gengar. And Ruination is on there. I'm planning on leading Chiyu just to provide offense right away. If I see either Colossal or here a Raging Bolt Terra type that resists fire, I'm clicking Ruination turn 1 unless I see something like Landorus that might be Scarf. Or if Colossal's just lead, I probably won't stay in with Chiyu. We'll go to Greninja next. Dude, Protean 4 weeks in a row is not what I wanted to see, but that's just what we've been seeing in matchups. Really good Battle Bond matchup for them because they have Thunderclap, they have First Impression, they have Grassy Glide. A ton of ways to revenge me, so I just want to kind of prevent that. We're running 4 attacks AV, Stabs plus Grass Knot. Grass Knot likely hits a Terra Water Raging Bolt. Again, what I'm expecting here. 2 it KOs it unless it's like Max Speed F with AV, so really heavily against the Chiyu. Brick Break is a 4th move. I didn't really think I needed U-turn on this set, so I wanted to just have another way to get rid of screens here. And AV just helps it live a hit against Scarf Gengar or Scarf Lando and just help force a KO. Hands is 3 attacks charge this week. I can charge up in front of the Raging Bolt. I can take a Draco Meteor pretty much easily. Depending on its investment, I should be taking a round or less than 50% unless it's like Terra Dragon and like Photosynthesis boosted. My god, I'm talking a lot. Earthquake, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Charge. Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and Earthquake are just really good coverage across the team. Honestly, the first 2 moves are good enough coverage. Earthquake, Ice Punch hits everything almost super effectively. Drain Punches just keep the damage output coming, and I'm able to gain HP back. And then Chuckaberry, if I'm able to get a charge up against the Raging Bolt, I can take a modest 252 Draco Meteor into a Life Orb Earth Power after I get a +1. Kind of a wild scenario, but it's something I'm expecting here. And then finally, Swampert. Dude, Swampert's the glue of this team, to be honest. He's the leader right now. Stealth Rock, Flip Turn, Earthquake, and Knockoff. Its stabs are pretty spammable in this matchup. Knockoff is really nice to get rid of an AV type user, and then Stealth Rocks are just really important in this matchup. They have good grass coverage, so I wanted to run Rindo here. Thought it was really important. But yeah, that's all the rambling out of the way. You're aware of the transactions. You're aware of what's going on with me. Now let's get into the battle with Soul Blaze. Alright, we are connecting here with Soul Blaze. They are a Terra Fairy Raging Bolt, which means it's not resisting fire. So that's pretty good here. So we'll look at the 6 that they are rocking with here. And there's the Colossal. That pretty much had to come when I heard the Raging Bolt was not Terra Water. So they have Raging Bolt, they have Rillaboom, they have Landorus. I thought I was missing it there for a second. They have Gengar. They do have Klefki, and Colossal is their 6. So no Fortress is pretty nice for hands. No Chinchino, Metacham, and Inteleon. So my game plan stays the same. I am going to lead with Chiyu. I'm going to lead with Chiyu and try and do some big damage immediately. If I see a Colossal lead, I am probably going to switch probably into Glamora. That's my initial thought here because I want to keep Swampert at a good amount of HP. If I see Landorus, it's probably a Scarfer, and I can probably just go hard Scar. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Alright. Good luck, have fun to Soul Blaze. Hopefully, no hacks. We're just hoping for a good battle this week. Oh, come on. See some interesting cards out here. Come on now. Alright, and let's see what their lead is. Ivo. It is the Landorus, so I think I am immediately going to go into my Skarmory here on a U-turn, because they could just rip an Earth Power here. It is nice to keep Skarm healthy for Rillaboom, but I don't see him ripping a Focus Blast turn 1. I would be really surprised by that, so I'm going to switch out into Skarm. They do go for U-turn, so we'll take Chip there. So this is likely a Scarf, or they're going to see my Helmet. They will also get a free switch into their Raging Bolt, which isn't phenomenal, but it's not the worst thing in the world here early in the game. Also, knowing it's Tera Fairy means that Swampert is probably going to be more of the answer here than Iron Hands for the Raging Bolt. So we'll just be aware of that. Yeah, I never thought I'd see a good, like a great Colossal matchup when I had multiple like good waters, but against Chi-Yu, Flash Fire is just really, really nice to have. They are really thinking about this turn, which is kind of interesting to me. The fact that they're not going straight into Raging Bolt. Sad Lisa. We'll see what this is. This is Gengar. Gengar's going to be flying on us. Stun on these people. Let's see. So I do want to keep Swampert relatively healthy. I don't mind going Hands here. They could trick me, which is something I should be aware of. Thunderbolt is possible. I don't have great Shadow Ball switch-ins plus Sludge Wave. I do think with what I'm working with here, Iron Hands is probably the play. So I'm going to go Iron Hands initially here against Gengar. And I'll be able to kind of check out the damage that this thing is doing to me. So send in Unk. He's just going to rip a Thunderbolt. It does 46 to me on Hands. So we can check out that damage with Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. See, 46, so that is just max special attack. That is not modest in any way, which is pretty nice. I'm trying to think. So there, I don't know if they have a great switch in to Iron Hands, to be honest. Ripping an Earthquake here could make some sense. I don't think they go Hard Lando. I don't think they go Hard Lando, and I don't think... Yeah, I'm interested to see what their switching is. It could be Klefki, which is why I'm leaning towards clicking. Alright, so it's going to be Wisp. That's fine. That is fine. It does mean my damage output isn't going to be phenomenal, but this is still going to do really great damage to the Gengar, which is more than okay. So see that Earthquake was my move of choice. It's still not doing great damage to me. I'll see if Ice Punch, based on that roll, will kill me. If I'm burned. Alright, so burned. Ice Punch has a pretty good roll to kill here, so I feel like going Ice Punch, just in case they want to go into the Lando hard. Hands is nice for the Raging Bolt, but at the same time, I don't mind handling Gengar in this way just because the best way that Raging Bolt is going to be hitting Swampert is with Draco. It's not like Terra Grass or anything. And Swampert's pretty heavily Spidef in this matchup, so I don't mind having Gengar burned here. They are thinking hard about this play. They're going to go for Hex. Alright, so big damage there. See if Ice Punch does kill. It does not, which is pretty unfortunate, so I'm likely gonna lose Hands here. Kind of tough to be honest, but yeah, kind of tough to lose Hands here. So a good bring on their part with the Hex Willow set. So Gengar does take out Hands. Just gonna get notes up real quick. But this is an easy Gren turn here. Gengar KO's Hands. I can actually just go Chi-Yu and rip Fire Move. Unless they want to. They could also, yeah, not go Colossal immediately. So I think I actually am forced to go Gren, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I can just rip Water Move here. Dark Pulse is also fine, but no reason to like overthink it. I'm just gonna go for Surf here. What's their switching? They're going something hard here. Locked in. They're gonna go Klefki. That's fine. We're gonna see how much Gren is doing with Surf here. It's just 252, so it's not gonna be a crazy damage output here. It does a solid like 30%, so we can kind of check out the damage it's doing to Klefki here. I did think Klefki in the builder was going to be more Fizz-Def. That actually shows it's pretty Spud-F, if not max. But that damage is pretty nice. I like going Glamora here, because I think they either go for a T-Wave or go for Hazards. So I don't mind going Glamora here. Yeah, I feel pretty good with that. I'll go Glim. Interesting that they kept around the Gengar, especially when I have Gren in the back, but you're going to see Balloon. They go for screens. Okay. I do have Gren to break those, which is going to be nice. I am going to go for a Toxic here. Yeah, I feel pretty good with going for a Toxic. They stay in with Keys if they go into something else. No, they go for an attacking move here, but I am able to get the Toxic off on the Keys, which is nice. They're going to go for Flash Cannon. That's totally fine. Actually a 2-shot, which is pretty interesting. And Spit-F drop. Not phenomenal there. But I am able to get the Toxic off on Keys. So I could go Hard Scarm here. So we have to remember that this is first turn of Light Screen. With Boomer in the back, I want to keep Scarm relatively healthy. I don't mind going Gren as well, but they could T-Wave me, which would be pretty bad. Yeah, I don't mind going Scarm, because I can threaten them with a Body Press. And also they're getting racked up by Toxic, which is super nice. And I'll be able to get off damage on... They do get a Spike Up. Yeah, kind of unfortunate there. Yeah, I could have just stayed in and clicked Earth Power in hindsight, but that is fine. I don't mind just going for a Body Press here. I could also just go back hard into Glamora and click Mortal Spin, but I don't think that's going to work because it's a Steel type, so I probably shouldn't say that. I'm going to go for Body Press here. They're going to get a second layer of spikes up. Not great, but not awful. Does this die to Toxic? It does, so Glamora's going to pick up a KO on the Klefki. So Glamora KOs Klefki. They didn't take the Raging Bolt opportunity the last time, so I'm interested what they do this time. Do they go back into Gengar? Because if they go back into Gengar, I could go Gren. Because I will live a hit. So we can get rid of Gengar on here. The Willow was nice, losing hands that early. This is the Gengar. It's floating again. Just because he wants to, man. I want to see how much Thunderbolt's doing to Gren here. If it's if it's worth it. Because I can go Gren here. Thunderbolts. I take it well enough. It's not phenomenal here. I also don't want Perk to be taking damage here. But I do think it's our best course of action, so I am going to go Gren. We'll see if they click Thunderbolt again. Because I do have the Swampert in the back, obviously. They do rip a Thunderbolt again. 238 to 40, we do live, which is great. I can just rip Surf again. No reason not to. Actually, they don't have a Dark Pulse switching, so I think I'd just go Dark Pulse here. Alright, so Gren is going to take out the Gengar with its Dark Resist Berry. So Gren KOs Gengar. We haven't seen much of their team, man. It's been majority of these two, and we saw Bolt, or not Bolt, Lando on the first turn. They can pretty much just go into their Landers here, unless they are fearing Shuriken. They can also just go Bolt. Again, they have not brought the Bolt out, which is so weird. It's so weird to me. Because if they brought Bolt out right now, I think I'd be sacking Gren. Because I don't really need it for anything, to be honest. This is Bolt right now. Alright, we don't see a booster. Is their screen still up? Let me check status. They've got one more turn after this. So I think it is worth breaking the screen. So I will click Brick Break here. They are going to let me break the screen. They don't click Thunderclap. They click Sub. Okay. So they are a subset. And lefties. Okay. Alright, so I'll calc max HP here. I honestly don't think I break Sub without my type boosting. See if they have Thunderclap here. I'm going to go Dark Pulse. I don't think I break Sub here unless they are, like, not bulky. They aren't bulky. Okay. See what they click. They just rip a Thunderbolt, so I will die. So Gengar does, or Raging Bolt KOs. Raging Bolt KOs Gren. Alrighty. Alright, and I do want to force their Tera. I can also go Glimora and click Mortal Spin, which would be really nice, actually. That's what I'm going to do. That would be really nice. Should be alive. Yep. And there's no way I can't get rid of these, so Mortal Spin is going to be great. Get rid of those spikes. And I believe the way the Mortal Spin works, I should get Poison as well, if I'm not mistaken. So substitute Thunderbolt. I would assume Draco's on this set, and then maybe Terra Blast Fairy. No Thunderclap on a team without, or a team facing Greninja is pretty interesting. They're thinking about this play. They do know I have Toxic. It's like reading into an Earth Power or reading into a Poison move. Do they want a Terra or not? Do they even think it's worth staying in? They are going to switch. Okay. So I am going to get my spin off here. The Rislaboom! Dude, if I ripped a Poison move, that would have been crazy. Well, I did rip a Poison move, but not like the one they expected. I'm going to get the Poison off on Rillaboom as well. And I get rid of Spikes, which is super nice. I can save this thing, which is crazy enough. I can just go Scarm. That's wild that I'm able to save Gamora here. And this thing is going to be taking toxic damage and helmet damage after this. If it doesn't go for U-turn, which it does. Good play. But I am able to get... Oh, it's pads. It is pads. Which means that toxic damage is really nice because it negates... goodness. It negates the grassy terrain healing there. So that's pretty nice. So pads on Rillaboom. Right, so we've seen Sub. Thunderbolt. Oh, you've only seen U-turn from the Lando. Goes Eye of Storm here. So here's my situation. I would love to just click Whirlwind here. I would. But I am not at my sturdy range, so I cannot do that in good faith. I have to go Swampert here, pretty much. Yeah, I pretty much have to. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's what I have to do. I can't do that in good faith. If I was at full, probably could do that, but I'm gonna go Pert here. If they click Draco, that's gonna be a nice play, but we'll see what happens. They click Calm Mind. Okay. So they are Thunderbolt, Calm Mind, Substitute, and likely Dragon move. So look at our boy Swampert here. So they are +1. Inactive. If they are modest, Pulse is two-shotting me. Pulse is two-shotting me. I also would... I don't know if it's more worth it to click Knockoff here or just raw EQ. I do think it's worth EQing. So I will go for an EQ here. They will Tera, which is great for Chiyu. This Bolt is being annoying. They do go for Sub. Okay. So let's see if EQ breaks Sub here. Probably not, but we will see. If it's like max defense, it won't. Yeah, it's like max Phys Def here. Yeah, because I've got a decent amount of attack in this thing. Yeah, so... a little bit better now where I'm at. So let's think here. I pretty much have to... I feel like I could go Flip Turn and then Toxic this thing would be huge. This Flip Turn will break it. So I will go for a Flip Turn here. They're going to rip a Terra Blast. See how much this is doing to me. So Terra Blast Fairy is their 4th move. It does not two-shot, which is super nice. I will be able to break this thing with Flip Turn, and it does. And I can go Glim here and Toxic this thing and whittle it down. Yeah, I think that's my move of choice. Oh, grassy terrain being gone is very nice as well. I can actually go for Mortal Spin here and guarantee a poison while doing damage, so I will do that. See if they want to stay in with that boost already up. But the fact that we know this thing is max defense, so we're able to get the Mortal Spin off and poison this thing. Very nice. They likely KO me here, maybe set up a sub. Yeah, they do KO me, so Glamoura's going to go down. Glamoura fighting valiantly. So Raging Bolt will collect its second. So let me check out Chi-Yu here. Tera Fire Blast does not KO it from the range that it is at right now. I also do not die to anything, but I think what I have to do is go through Mr. Swampert again. Kind of unfortunate, but it is the situation that we are in right now. So I will go Swampert. I think I will just EQ. Yeah, I think that's my situation here. Just clicking EQ. I can also flip turn, but if they set up a sub in my face, that wouldn't be great. Yeah, I have to EQ. They do rip a Tera Blast. I should live this. Swampert, you're a goat, man. This damage should put it in Chi-Yu range, which it will. So proud of you, dude. So proud. I will flip turn here, just in case I live. Or, actually, if they want to set. Yeah, I don't. I guess I could Rocks, just in case I live. No, they just rip a Tera Blast. So Raging Bolt's going to pick up 3. This thing has been really bad to deal with. Alright, so Swampert goes down. And we're rocking with just Chi-Yu and Skarm. That is what we're working with here. I don't know if I can deal with the Colossal, to be honest with you. So I have to go Chi-Yu here. I believe my play is to Ruinate, but do they lose anything by just staying in and getting damage? I don't know if they have great ways to break Skarm. So I will Ruinate. They do switch. Okay, so that's great. That's really great. Oh, they go Rizla Boom. They were going to sack that thing. Okay. Wow. Okay. I clicked Ruinate. Wow. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm gonna need Body Press to do like an insane amount to Colossal if I want to win this game. I'm gonna go Skarm. They should just U-turn. They click Glide. Okay. This gives me an opportunity. Oh, that was a crit? Wow. That's crazy. That's wild. I think my play... I'm trying to think here. So I would assume they just U-turn. Body Press would be nice. Being at full would also be nice. Just to guarantee a live from like a Focus Blast if it does have that on the Lando. I can also Body Press, making sure that the Raging Bolt doesn't come in. think I'm going to body press here. Does go for U-turn. If Raging Bolt comes in, I don't know if it lives. I'm not sure. It is Terra Fairy, so that's something I have to keep in mind as well. We will see what comes in. That's what we're dealing with right now. I need this thing alive for the Colossal as well, which they are keeping in the back pretty well. For Chiyu. Eye of Storm. I don't think this will die. No, not even close. With Poison and... yeah, I have to go Chiyu here. Yeah, I have to go Chiyu. Yeah, it's just what I have to do. Losing so many tools to this Raging Bolt was really tough, honestly. And the crazy thing is, like, see what Thunderbolt does. Oh, wow. It does damage. So by the way that they did, I have to click Fire Move here. So I am forced to click Flamethrower. They saw I went for... Okay, so they sack off Rillaboom. The Chiyu KOs Rilla. Flomilly shit. Damn, though. Damn. And by me taking that damage on Chiyu, if they do have Focus Blast, I'm pretty sure they can just lock in that. So that's the Magnus effect. Okay. I have no clue what that is. Let's see how much damage you do. Hopefully, not too much. But we will see. We will see. Skarmory, if you pull this out, man, you're a goat. Rips a Fire Blast. Okay. That's how we're gonna play, huh? I gotta check this. Fire Blast for Skarm. That miss was huge, but I honestly take it at this point. Fire Blast does 258 at max if they are... Okay, so what is my out here? I think I just have to, like, hope for a Body Press crit. I don't know. I don't think I have an out, but I'm gonna go for Body Press. It does like 40. They go for Body Press. It does very little. They take Helmet. I think I roost because Fire Blast is now in range. I think I roost. Yeah, I roost. Because if they go for Body Press, it'll do more damage, but okay. I live Fire Blast though. Yep. I think I roost until I get him Fire Blast miss. They switch. Okay. They go into Eye of Storm. I think I have to go Chiyu and hope that I live. Central, you will become my favorite mod. You will become my favorite goon if you somehow live this. If you somehow live. Central. It's gone. I had to hope there. I had to hope. Damn, man. Damn. Yeah. Because I can't lock... because I don't have Dark Pulse. I'm mono fire move. I will go for body press and the phenomenal chance that I live, but I don't. GG's to Soul Blaze, man. I moved to 1-3, and this is just really tough. I really didn't have anything for Raging Bolt once I lost hands. Well, even with hands, to be honest with you, that was tough. Yeah, probably needed like a roar set there, to be honest. Just Tera Raging Bolt's a menace, and it's paid the piper for me once again. If you know, you know. So, yeah, we moved to 1-3. That's really tough, but we're playing some good opponents. I'm not too happy about where I'm at, but we virtually need to win out to have a shot here, especially with losing 3-0 the last 2 weeks. I believe we're at 1-3 -7 with that, so... Yeah, we're going to have to move on to the next one, guys. Hopefully pick up some dubs and get ourselves back in this. But honestly, just super glad we're able to play in this league, have an opportunity. And yeah, Soul Blaze played a really good game. So we will see you in the next one. Peace.